A quiet revolution is happening in Mouse House history. 6 Disney darlings stepped off the squeaky clean set and into their truth. Some with a whisper, some with wildfire. From Andi Mack's Tender First to 911. Lone Star's primetime passion, these stars didn't ask for permission. They chose honesty. Tonight, Silent Fame opens the velvet curtain on coming out moments that bent the rules, rattled the trolls, and gave millions permission to breathe. Take a breath, hit subscribe. Let's begin. 1. Luke Mullen, the quiet trailblazer. You might recognize Luke Mullen as TJ Kippen from Disney Channel's Andi Mack. In the series finale, TJ shares a tender hand-holding moment with a male friend. Disney's first teen same-sex romance. Little did we know Luke was on a similar journey in real life. In 2019, he quietly came out as bisexual, not with a flashy press conference, but by simply sharing his truth on social media. He posted about bi pride and wrote, "Love is love, and my heart is big enough to love more than one gender. I'm proud to be bisexual." It wasn't a Disney publicity stunt, just Luke living authentically. At first, only sharp-eyed fans noticed, but word spread fast. Many who idolized Luke's wholesome character were stunned. Their Disney Channel crush was part of the LGBTQ+ community all along. While most fans cheered, some trolls muttered that he was confused or going through a phase. Luke wasn't having that. He clapped back to educate people on bisexuality, making it clear that being bi is valid, not a phase. His confident honesty quickly turned him into an unexpected role model. Luke's journey even intertwined with his work on Andi Mack. Portraying TJ, a one-time bully who becomes a supportive friend, helped Luke reflect on his own identity. Art imitated life. Playing an LGBTQ+ character actually gave him the courage to embrace who he is off camera. It shows how much representation matters for the actors too, not just the audience watching at home. Since coming out, Luke has kept his dating life private, but he hasn't been quiet about what matters. He uses his platform to support LGBTQ+ causes and celebrate pride, proving that staying true to yourself can inspire others. Luke Mullen may not be a household name like some others on this list, but his impact is huge. He gave young bi fans someone to look up to and proved that coming out doesn't have to be a dramatic spectacle. It can be as simple as living openly and honestly. What do you think? Did Luke's subtle coming out story surprise you? Let us know in the comments and hit subscribe now. The next Disney star's story is even wilder. 2. Ronen Rubinstein, breaking the mold off screen. Hold onto your mouse ears because Ronen Rubinstein's story is a real-life plot twist. You know Ronen as the swoon-worthy TK Strand, the openly gay firefighter on Fox's 911 Lone Star. But before primetime fame, he had a humble start on Disney XD playing a clean-cut teen role. In 2021, this actor gave fans a surprise of his own by coming out as bisexual, revealing a side of himself he'd kept hidden for years. He told Variety, "I fully identify as bisexual." It wasn't easy getting there. Ronen grew up hearing homophobic slurs in his community and was terrified to admit he liked guys. Fast forward to his role as TK, a gay first responder who falls in love with a male cop on screen, and life imitated art. In one episode, TK and his boyfriend share a steamy, intense makeout scene. A far cry from anything on Disney Channel. Ronen was so nervous, he even warned his parents not to watch. But guess what? Fans loved every second. They quickly shipped the couple as Tarlos, proving the world was more than ready to embrace Ronen in that role. The outpouring of love for his character helped give Ronen courage, and those old fears of rejection melted away. Luckily, Ronen had personal support too. His longtime girlfriend, now wife, actress Jessica Parker Kennedy, sensed something was up and gently asked him about it. When he admitted his truth, she was completely supportive. With Jessica and his castmates cheering him on, co-star Rafael Silva even said he was proud of him. Ronen felt confident enough to tell the world. Fans flooded Ronen's socials with love and gratitude. Many said seeing him live his truth made them feel seen themselves. This former Disney kid had suddenly become a beacon of hope for bi visibility. Far from hurting his career, being honest only made him more beloved. Ronen Rubinstein proved that sometimes the most inspiring storylines happen off-screen in real life. Who would have thought a Disney XD alum would become one of TV's boldest LGBTQ+ icons? Drop your thoughts or favorite TK moment in the comments, and hit subscribe. The next Disney star on our list has a story even more jaw-dropping. 3. Nico Greetham, Dancing with Pride. Nico Greetham first grabbed attention as a finalist on So You Think You Can Dance. Since then, he's leapt from the stage to the screen, even dazzling in the LGBTQ-themed musical film The Prom. But off-screen, this talented performer has been on a journey of self-discovery that breaks the old Disney mold. Unlike many stars, Nico hasn't pinned a strict label on his sexuality, and he's totally okay with that. He says he's attracted to everybody, embracing a fluid approach to love. In one interview, he explained that sexuality is beautifully fluid, and he hates feeling limited by labels. He's part of the LGBTQ+ community on his own terms. No big coming out announcement needed. This open attitude has quietly made Nico a role model for young fans who also don't feel like they fit into one box. Nico also brings queer representation to his work. He said that playing a role in The Prom, a story about accepting queer love, was a dream come true because it let LGBTQ+ teens see themselves on screen. As he brought that inclusive story to life, Nico himself was growing more comfortable embracing his truth off camera. Off-screen, Nico's social media is a celebration of self-expression. One day, he's posting a suave red carpet look. The next, he's rocking painted nails and gender-fluid fashion. Some onlookers were confused. A few even demanded he just admit if he's gay. But Nico clapped back, calling it obsolete and regressive to assume anyone's orientation. He refuses to be boxed in, and his fans love him for it. He also keeps his love life private. Fans once buzzed about his chemistry with Prom co-star Joellen Pellman after some cozy photos, but Nico hasn't confirmed anything. Whether it's friendship or something more, he's clearly all about genuine connections without feeding the gossip. By living authentically and refusing to play by outdated rules, Nico Greetham is redefining what it means to be a young star today. You can be a macho action hero, a graceful dancer, and queer all at once. His bold, label-free approach has earned him a devoted following of people who feel empowered by his freedom. So, does every celebrity need a neat label? Or do you respect Nico's attracted to everybody vibe? Drop a comment about Nico's fluid style or your favorite moment of his, and don't forget to subscribe. The next star coming up took Disney controversy to a whole new level. 4. Joshua Rush. When Art Imitates Life Disney Channel made history in 2017 when Andi Mack had a character proudly say, "I'm gay." That character, Cyrus Goodman, was played by Joshua Rush. And little did we know Joshua was about to make some history of his own. In August 2019, at 17, he took to Twitter and came out as bisexual, making him the first male Disney Channel star to publicly announce he's part of the LGBTQ+ community. It was like a Disney plot twist come to life. The actor who helped deliver the network's first gay storyline ended up discovering his own truth in the process. Joshua's coming out was heartfelt and a bit witty. In a series of tweets, he jokingly led in and then confirmed, "Yep, I'm bi." He shared, "I saw so many of you watch Cyrus come out and say, 'Hey, I can be me.' How ironic that me playing that character never had that courage until now." Talk about art imitating life. Portraying Cyrus helped Joshua find the bravery to embrace himself off-screen. Sometimes the characters we play teach us who we are, and Cyrus's journey gave Joshua the nudge he needed. The reaction from fans was immediate and overwhelmingly positive. Social media lit up with congratulations, pride emojis, and personal stories. One fan wrote, "Joshua Rush coming out as bi gave me the courage to come out to my parents. Thank you." For many who saw themselves in Cyrus, Joshua's real-life announcement felt like another victory, proof that Disney magic can ripple into reality. Sure, a few naysayers tried to rain on the parade, but their negativity was drowned out by a tidal wave of support. Joshua's friends and co-stars applauded him. Sophia Wiley, who played Buffy on Andi Mack, called his bravery inspiring. And Joshua didn't stop at living his truth, he turned it into action. He's used his platform to advocate for LGBTQ+ youth and educate others. He even penned an op-ed titled "Coming Out is a Journey, Not a Destination," reminding everyone that figuring yourself out takes time. From speaking up against conversion therapy to hosting a teen news show about social issues, he's proved that being a Disney star and an outspoken activist aren't mutually exclusive. Joshua Rush's story shows why representation matters, not just for viewers, but for the actors themselves. By helping create a groundbreaking LGBTQ moment on screen, Joshua ended up empowering himself in real life. Did Joshua's big announcement make you cheer? Let us know your thoughts or your favorite Cyrus moment in the comments. And hit subscribe. Our next Disney alum ditched the squeaky clean image in a way that will leave you speechless. 5. Joshua Bassett, the Heartthrob. Opens up. He was the dreamy lead of High School Musical, the series, with millions of teen girls pinning his posters on their walls. But in 2021, Joshua Bassett surprised everyone with a plot twist of his own. During an interview, Joshua casually mentioned he found Harry Styles hot, a comment that sent fans buzzing. Soon after, he addressed the speculation head-on. He's not straight. Without adopting a specific label, Joshua let the world know he's part of the LGBTQ+ community on his own terms, in his own words. In a heartfelt post, Joshua wrote that he finally felt free to embrace the truth that love is love and that it's okay to still be figuring yourself out. He revealed that people had tried to define his sexuality for him his whole life, but now he was taking ownership of his story. The Disney heartthrob wasn't going to hide or pretend anymore. Fans across the globe, especially LGBTQ+ youth, applauded his courage. After all, here was a modern Disney prince saying he isn't the straight fairy tale boyfriend everyone assumed he was, and that honesty was powerful. Of course, not everyone was kind. A few cynics sniped that his timing was just a PR distraction. He was in the middle of some driver's license-fueled gossip back then, and predictably, some trolls hurled homophobic comments his way. But Joshua handled it with grace. He made it clear that coming out was about being true to himself and helping others feel less alone, not about publicity. By standing tall, he turned a potentially negative narrative into an empowering one. Since coming out, Joshua has continued to live openly and confidently. He hasn't shied away from questions about his identity. Instead, he owns it. He even put pieces of his journey into his music, hinting at self-discovery in his lyrics. Some months after his announcement, Joshua shared that he had embraced a new Christian faith, which briefly made headlines when people wondered if it conflicted with his sexuality. But he quickly reassured fans that his faith preaches love, not judgment, and that he is still very much part of the LGBTQ+ community. In other words, nothing about who he is has changed, except that now he's being completely honest. For a rising Disney star with a Prince Charming image, coming out could have been risky. Yet Joshua proved that authenticity matters more than antiquated marketing fears. His fan base remains as devoted as ever, if not more so, and he's shattered the outdated notion that a male teen idol can't be queer. So, was Joshua's revelation a shock to you, or did you sense it coming? Tell us in the comments how you felt about his big news and if it changed the way you see his on-screen romances. 6. Raven-Symoné, from Disney darling to proud Trailblazers, for he was Disney Channel royalty, the star of That's So Raven and the ultimate childhood icon for many. But off-screen, Raven-Symoné spent years keeping part of herself hidden. After her Disney days, Raven finally came out as a lesbian, breaking the mold that a former Disney darling had to maintain a perfect, straight image. Raven's coming out unfolded gradually. In 2013, as more states legalized same-sex marriage, she famously tweeted, "I can finally get married, yay government," a jubilant hint at her own same-sex relationship. It wasn't a splashy magazine cover announcement, just Raven being Raven on social media. Fans were thrilled and some a bit shocked to realize the girl who played boy-crazy Raven Baxter had actually found love with a woman in real life. Living her truth hasn't always been smooth sailing. In a 2014 Oprah interview, Raven sparked controversy by saying she didn't want to be labeled as gay or even African American, preferring to just be seen as a human who loves humans. Some praised her independence from labels, while others criticized her for seemingly rejecting her identities. She later clarified that she wasn't ashamed of who she is. She simply refuses to be put in a box. Even in coming out, Raven was determined to define herself on her own terms. By the time Raven publicly confirmed her sexuality, most longtime fans greeted it with support. In 2020, she delighted everyone by announcing she had quietly married her girlfriend, Miranda Madej, in a private ceremony. That's right, Raven Baxter herself was now a happily married woman, living her best life out and proud. The internet exploded with nostalgia and love as fans felt like they were celebrating with an old friend. These days, Raven-Symoné uses her voice to champion acceptance and authenticity. As a co-host on The View, she often spoke up for equality, even if some opinions sparked debate. And on her series Raven's Home, she's encouraged Disney to include more realistic diversity. The show even features characters with same-sex parents. Raven has come full circle, from concealing her truth to helping others be seen. Seeing someone as wholesome and beloved as Raven come out was a game changer. It proved that even a Disney legend can proudly fly the rainbow flag, no matter what anyone thinks. Were you surprised to learn about Raven's real-life love story? Share your thoughts or favorite That's So Raven moment in the comments. And stick around. The next star in our countdown broke every good girl rule in the book, and you won't want to miss it. Fame is loud, but courage is often whispered. Luke, Ronen, Nico, Joshua Rush, Joshua Bassett, and Raven-Symoné didn't stage a spectacle. They rewrote the script of who gets to be seen. Which story moved you most? Which reveal shocked you? Drop your take in the comments. Be bold, be kind, and tell us which Disney alum we should feature next. If you believe visibility isn't a stunt, it's a lifeline, tap subscribe, ring the bell, and share this video with someone who needs to hear it. The next chapter is wilder.